Hi, it's Steve Maxwell here with blue.living.com. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about furnace filters. There's really going to be four things that I talk about here. One is, what do furnace filters do? And it's also important that you understand that this is your job. Changing the filters, examining them, it's not something that you can just leave up to the professionals, because it has to happen more often than you're likely to have a professional come in your home. The next thing is choosing furnace filters, and then the actual act of changing the filters. So first of all, what do furnace filters do? Any forced air heating system, by definition, moves air around. And when air moves, it can bring dust with it. And dust is not what you want blowing around in your house. So you see the filter on the left, that's quite a dirty filter. In addition to not filtering the air properly as it circulates around through your house, too much dirt on a furnace filter will make it harder for the furnace to do its job, because the airflow through the furnace is restricted. So indoor air quality, that's one reason to keep on top of this. Another reason is just allowing your furnace to breathe, so to speak, and to move that warm air around with as little restriction as possible. There's another reason to keep on top of furnace filter maintenance too, and that's what you see in the right-hand photo. That's a view of the inside of a furnace duct, and it's pretty typical, really. If you don't trap the dust before it leaves the furnace, then it's going to settle onto the sides of ducts and build up over time. And really, who wants to be breathing air that's traveled through what you see there? Those are the reasons why you need to change that filter, and you really do need to understand that it's your job as a homeowner. Even if you're a responsible homeowner and you have someone come in and inspect your furnace annually, that's really not enough for filters. So 2 or 3 times during the heating season, it's wise to inspect the filter, maybe change it if it's collected a lot of dust. Now, when it comes to choosing filters, there's really 2 parameters to consider. First of all, size. The easiest way to go about this is to take the filter out of your furnace during the off season when you're not heating, take it to the store, and then you'll be able to get an exact match. Now, if you look at the filters on the right here, you can see that there are dimensions printed on the side, and very often this is the case. It is possible to buy furnace filters online, and you'll very likely find a wider selection online than you would in stores. So in cases like that, you really are going to need to know the dimensions, and many times if you input the make and model of the furnace into the online interface, it can make suggestions for you about what filter to buy. The other parameter is quality, and this is where there's more variety and you have to make some choices. All filters can be obtained in a economy version, mid version, high quality. I recommend you always put in the highest quality filters you can find. Their job is very important. High quality filters are going to do a better job than low quality filters right out of the gate. They're also going to last longer, and they're usually built stronger, tougher, and it's possible to clean those filters. Now, I don't recommend that you keep using a filter over and over again, because it is going to deteriorate. But if you've got to put in a fresh filter, say last year, near the end of the heating season, and you look at it now, it's got some dirt on it, it's entirely possible to clean that and restore performance that's almost as good as a brand new filter. So don't try to clean the thing inside. There's too much dust. It's going to end up floating around and stuff. Take it outside. Use a soft bristled whisk to brush off that filter. Get the superficial dirt off, and then use a vacuum of some kind to pick up the rest of the dirt. Now, if you have a low-end filter, it may not withstand the cleaning because they're pretty fragile, but a higher end filter tends to be stronger, and there's no reason not to clean it at least once. So you can basically double the life of your filter. You save money, you save resources, and you save a trip to the store. So it makes a lot of sense to do that. And then finally, changing the filter. How do you do that? Well, different filters go into their furnaces differently. The photo here shows a filter that is installed horizontally. Some are vertical, and there's going to be some sort of a little door or a hatch or a cover or something that you have to take off. That is going to be specific to your furnace. The best way to understand that is to try and find the owner's manual. Thanks to the internet, you can go online. Because furnace filter maintenance is such a standard thing that needs to happen, you should have no trouble finding some directions about where the cover is, how it comes open, how to pull the filter out. It's not a big deal. So you need to know the name of your furnace, ideally the model. Type that into the internet, and you shouldn't have any trouble finding the directions that you need. Now, do you have any questions about furnace filters or any kind of home maintenance item or wise living or how to economize on things? Send your questions to editor@blue.living.com and we'll do the best to answer. Thanks for watching.